I'm Juana Hernandez, Senior Community Stewardship Representative with SRP. Since its creation in 1986, Valle del Sol's Hispanic Leadership Institute, or HLI, has prepared nearly 1,900 Arizonans to become activated leaders in our community. One of the largest programs of its kind in America, HLI continues to promote the individual development of Latinx leaders for increased participation in leadership roles, and as a resource for the expertise and advocacy on leadership issues impacting the Latinx and greater Arizona community. SRP is proud to recognize Valle del Sol for their years building the leaders that make Arizona a better and more equitable place for all.
Saber es poder.
The year I did HLI was in 2019.
I went to the HLI program downtown. I believe it was 2005.
And I was class of 2013.
I'm a graduate of HLI of class 2015.
I think it was 1995.
The 1980s marked a time of growth for Arizona. The population of its capital city swelled to the highest in its history, 790,000 people, making Phoenix the 9th largest city in the country. The Latinx population was at 16%. And quickly growing. Even with these numbers, the leadership in Phoenix didn't reflect the demographic change of the city. On the heels of a significant shift in the way Phoenix was governed, there was a glaring lack of Latinx community members serving on municipal boards and commissions, as well as leaders of local nonprofits and corporations.
I was appalled at the lack of leadership of Latinos in this community. You know, nobody hardly. There was a little one here, like Alfredo, and maybe Jaime Gutierrez or other people, but they was very small, and yet they were very powerful.
In 1986, with a small seed grant from the Valley of the Sun United Way and support of South Mountain Community College, Valle del Sol formed a new program to help combat the inequities in community leadership. The Hispanic Leadership Institute, or HLI, as it has come to be known. After a year of research, planning, and curriculum creation, HLI debuted in the fall of 1987, graduating a class of 13 Latinx leaders trained in the art of leading their communities and knowing how to effectively work on a board and commission.
It was about meeting the moment in every era from 1986 to the present. And it was about ensuring that there was Latino representation at all layers and levels of the community, whether it was on school boards, in the legislature, or in local city councils. It mattered. And that's why Valle del Sol launched HLI to create opportunities for Latinos to sit at the table with the tools and resources needed to represent the community and be a voice for the Latino community.
In the years that followed, HLI's curriculum has continued to evolve and grow, with a focus on utilizing data and subject matter experts in delivering training that will truly prepare leaders to lead a thriving economy and community. HLI enhances participants' understanding of the role culture plays in a variety of circumstances, with a focus on the enduring influence of Latinos in Arizona.
There has been a very galvanized movement to own our power, to own our impact for Arizona, and to own the leadership assets that we bring to this state, whether it's at the ballot box or in civic engagement, or even just in identifying the opportunities that Arizona has to grow. I see HLI alumni in all those places. And there's a connection there. There's a connection to understanding that it is not just about advocating for something or an issue that you believe in, it's about advocating for how that issue impacts both Latinos and the broader state, and that's what you get from your HLI experience.
In 2005, HLI expanded its original flagship program to the communities of Eloy, Coolidge, and Casa Grande, with the establishment of the HLI Pinal County program. Since then, HLI has expanded into communities across Arizona with the creation of several other geographic programs, HLI East Valley and HLI West, serving the growing and increasingly diverse suburbs of Phoenix, HLI Yuma, serving the Latinx majority communities in Yuma County, HLI Tucson, in Arizona's largest southern city, HLI Copper Corridor in the unique mining communities of Arizona's Copper Corridor region. And in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, an online-based program called HLI Arizona. HLI only extends its reach into communities that request it and works to ensure that the well-researched and data-driven HLI curriculum is delivered by local voices, with a focus on the community the program is held in.
When somebody says, you know, I'm one person, how does that make a difference? HLI sure showed how that makes a difference. You may feel one person, but your one person has a huge impact on what's going on, especially in your community.
Because there is no one sector that it caters to the full Latino experience. You are coming in this full circle of understanding how issues impact all those places and impact generations, and thinking not just about what can I do to help me, but what will my actions do to help this community, and in that broader community, this state, this city.
Since that first class of 13, the numbers of alumni have continued to grow, approaching a total of 1,900 in 2021. HLI Familia serve as CEOs and board leaders, chairpeople and members of municipal boards and commissions, and entrepreneurs and corporate leaders. Members of the HLI Familia serve in a variety of elected positions, ranging from local fire district boards and school board members to legislative leaders and even a U.S. congressman. Over the last 35 years, HLI has grown to be one of America's largest programs of its kind, training Latinx leaders and those who work with our community to lead our state forward in an equitable and inclusive way.
You want to talk about legacy? The Leadership Institute, to me, is going to be the legacy of this organization, because it would have helped to evolve. It would have helped to develop. It would have helped to create the young leadership. I think that that's going to be, in my opinion, one of the biggest legacies, not the only, but one of the biggest legacies of this organization.
1,900 members of the HLI Familia building a stronger future for Arizona.